Foreign Language Skills, Module 8. 8.1.
I want to talk about beating stress today. Life here in Hong Kong is very stressful, so I think today's topic is very useful for everyone because we can do something about it just to cope with the stress. So maybe you have some change in your life, maybe big change or small change, but instead of being afraid, I think you should have a positive attitude and think of change as a normal part of life. And I think maybe here in Hong Kong, the family are crafted into a very small housing space. So maybe you will sometimes argue with your family. And I think try to resolve the disagreement with people is very important because then you can build strong relationships and keep commitments you have made. For example, sometimes maybe you're feeling alone and you want to make some comfort. And I think you can ask the people you trust for help is very important because if you have a bunch of friends, they can listen to you, then you can release some stress through talking to them. And do you know that actually I find a very funny thing that if you want to reduce some stress, you can reduce it by the word stress. That's stress. How about let's begin with the S? Well, I think S is that you can have the scheduling. For example, you don't have to schedule too many things in your day. And if you feel you're too busy, you can cut out an activity or two. And how about the T word? The T word is treat your body well. Because experts say that exercise can reduce stress. And also, if you eat healthy food, then your brain and your body get the nourishment they need. And the word is R. The next word is R. R is very important. It say relax. You can do an activity you enjoy or that relaxes you. Maybe you can read a good book or learn a new hobby and spend time with your pets, or even you can visiting a spa, and that could make a very good difference. And for me, I like to play piano when I feel stressed, and sometimes I may just watch some movie that make me laugh a lot. And the next word is E. E is about expectations, and I think be realistic about yourself is to true to yourself and others. So you can just do your best and don't try to be perfect and don't expect others to be too, because that will release and reduce a lot of stress for you and the people around you. And the next word is S. S is stand for sleep. And I really, really love to sleep, to be honest. That's my hobby, I think. Because sleep, if you get a good light sleep, then it will keep your mind and your body in shape. And experts say if you sleep more than 7 hours, you will actually get tired. So don't sleep too much in the day. Just sleep it when you feel enough. And the last word is S again. I always do this action. The S word is smile. If you smile and have confidence, your attitude and your thoughts influence the way you see things. And if you're a negative person, you can actually learn to think in a more positive way because that makes you feel more comfortable when you are coping with the stress. Finally, I think we should take action and apply these tips to your life so everyone can be stressed.
Module 8. 8.2.
A.
The next train to arrive at platform 2 is the 12:20 to Bristol Temple Meads, calling at Reading, Oxford and Bristol Parkway. Platform 2 for the 12:20 to Bristol. First class is in the rear carriage.
B.
This is a platform announcement for passengers for the 12:20 service to Bristol Temple Meads. This train is delayed by approximately 8 minutes. The train will now depart from platform 9. Passengers for the 12:20 train to Bristol, please make your way to platform 9.
C.
Passengers for flight EB380 to Paris, please make your way to gate 13 for boarding. Gate 13 for flight EB380 to Paris. Please have your passports and boarding passes ready. Your flight is ready to board.
D.
This is a London Underground service to Liverpool Street. The next station is Liverpool Street. Upon arrival, the first set of doors will not open. Customers in the first carriage, please move towards the rear doors to leave the train. The next station is Liverpool Street. Change here for Central Line, Circle Line, Hammersmith and City Line, and Metropolitan Line and Main Line suburban rail services. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates at Redbridge.
Module 8. 8.3.
Okay, may I see your driver's license, please?
What? Did I do anything wrong?
License, please, and your car registration.
Oh, yeah. It's somewhere here in the glove compartment. Yeah, here it is.
Sir, did you realize you were speeding in a school zone?
What? No, I didn't. That's probably because my odometer is broken. Malfunctioning.
Yes, you were going 50 miles per hour in a 20 miles per hour zone.
What?
And you failed to come to a complete stop at the intersection back there.
Rolling stops don't count?
And one of your brake lights is out. And you're not wearing a seatbelt. And your driver's license expired 6 months ago.
And your name is Officer Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, are you related to the Smiths in town?
Well,
my wife's cousin's husband, I think his name is Fred, works for the police department here. Or was that the fire department? Anyway, I thought you might be good pals and,
Hey, are you trying to influence an officer? I could have this car impounded right here because of these infractions.
No, of course not.
Okay then, here's your ticket. You can either appear in court to pay the fine or mail it in. And have a nice day.
You take cash?
Module 8. 8.4.
Someone really should do something about the traffic. It's terrible. It's getting worse every day. There are so many cars on the roads these days. It's a nightmare driving in the city. Bumper to bumper, even at midnight. I don't know where all this traffic came from. You turn on the radio and the traffic report is all about congestion here, snarl-ups and gridlocks there. The answer must be to get better public transport. Let people take the train or bus. People need to leave their cars at home. The roads are too dangerous. And then there's the pollution. It's disgusting outside sometimes. You feel like you're breathing pure fumes. We need to get rid of these traffic jams so we can move and breathe more easily.
Module 8. 8.5.
Hey, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having your car towed away for parking illegally.
Officer, you can't do that. That's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair? You parked your car in a no parking area.
What do you mean?
Look, sir, there's a sign right there that says...
Where?
Right there. It says tow away zone. No parking between the hours of 7 a.m. through 6 p.m.
Oh, that one? Those tree branches are covering it.
Sorry. You're going to have to take that complaint up with the city. I'm just doing my job. I'm just here to uphold the law. Anyway, you can clearly see it once you get out of your car.
But my car was only here 5 minutes.
Sorry.
I had to just run into this building to drop off some clothing at the homeless shelter. Just trying to help people in need.
Sir. The homeless shelter, it's 6 blocks down the road. Anyway, look, here's your ticket, and the address where you can pick up your car is found on the back.
What? $150? That's outrageous. I mean, completely ludicrous.
Sorry, don't park your car illegally.
So you mean that you're going to have my car towed away?
Yeah.
And I'm standing right here.
Yeah.
Look, how about 2 tickets for a lecture on the history of the English language tomorrow night at the library? Anything.
Sir, it's illegal to bribe an officer.
Wait. Or how about some coupons for a free burger at that restaurant across the street?
You've got to be kidding.
Buy one and get the second one half price.
You know, sir, you probably better leave now and have a good day.
Module 8. 8.6.
My mother always told me that if I was lost, I could go up to a policeman and that he would help me to find my way home. I never did get lost, but I always remembered what my mother told me about the police. I think policemen look very nice in their uniforms. I see police officers drive by in their police cars. In my town, we even have police officers on bicycles. Policemen and policewomen have a job that can sometimes be dangerous. They have to catch people who break the law. Sometimes they have to chase people or try to calm people down. To be a police officer, you need a lot of training. It's important to be able to deal with people effectively. A police officer came to our school. He had a police dog with him. The officer showed us how the dog could track down criminals. The dog was very smart. He could even find things that were hidden. Criminals sometimes hide things that they don't want the police to find. The policeman told us that he and his dog were partners. His dog lives at his house with the policeman and his family. Sometimes I see police cars on the side of the road. The police stop people who are speeding or are not wearing their seatbelts. The police officers warn people or give out tickets. Sometimes they even have to arrest people. Police officers are just doing their job when they arrest people. Some people need to be arrested and put in jail to make it safer for the rest of us.
Module 8. 8.7.
Traffic moves along on the streets and highways. There are rules that drivers must follow to make the traffic flow smoothly. You must wear a seatbelt. The seatbelt helps to keep you safe. You must stop at all stop signs. You must also stop at a red light. A green light means go, and a yellow light means to be careful. If you see a sign that says school crossing, you have to be careful because you are near a school and children might be crossing the street. Some places are crosswalks. Those are places where people cross the street. People who are walking have the right of way. If you hear a siren behind you, you must pull over. An emergency vehicle like a police car or an ambulance might need to get somewhere fast. When a school bus puts on its flashing signals, you have to stop. You can't go past the school bus because children may be crossing the street from the bus. You should always obey the speed limit. It is not good to drive too fast. People should never drink and drive. Driving is a serious business. You have to obey all the rules to be a good driver.
Module 8. 8.8.
What would society be like without the police? They do a very valuable job. Without them, our society would be less safe. The police are the people we call when we are in danger or something bad has happened. Even people who say they don't like the police will call them for help. I think being a police officer is an interesting but risky job. Police officers must see lots of strange things every day. I guess there is never a boring day in a police officer's life. I wanted to be a police officer once, but decided it would be too dangerous. I didn't want to be in the middle of a riot or chase people with guns. I think we must respect the police because they do a difficult job. It seems as though their job is getting more difficult.